Yo, what's up, IG fam? It's your boy Kill. You know the vibes. Grind out, stunt later. Money on my cell phone. We finna get to it. Welcome to the replay, everybody. I actually went live on Facebook. I was talking for like two. Hola. How's it going? What's up, Matt? What's going on, my brother? Classic art. Listen, if anybody, what's up? Lindsay Andrews. What's happening, sweetheart? Yo, if anyone needs graphics, any type of graphics, cartoon, designer, hit up Classic Art right here and hit up Queen TK. She got some dope graphics too. These two right here, Classic Art and Queen TK. They'll get you together. Yo, famo, what's up with you? See, bro, what up with it? Appreciate you all's getting going. We finna bring some heat tonight. We should have charged you guys admission. We should have hit him with the admission, Mike. And we finna bring Mike in. What's going on, John?
JT.
Mike, what's up, man?
What's up, bro? You said we got hit him with the admission. How much?
Oh man, what you think, man? At least the 50 piece, man.
50 piece. JT, I feel like what we're going to talk about in this live, people charge $10K for easily, but we can keep it chill tonight, though. You know.
Yeah,
no payment
man.
plans, no nothing, no funding for this.
None of that, bro. We gonna give it to him straight raw. I'm just trying to get set up on Facebook here. Thank you for your support. So listen, guys, if you're on here, I want you to share this out with 3 friends. We're gonna drop some good content tonight. We just want to add value, man. We got no intentions, no motives. We literally just want to add value, help as many people as possible, and help you guys get to the next level, and just give you guys some hacks, man, that we've been operating on and been using to get us to, a good position that we're in today. And we'll talk more about some of the products and things we have for you guys. Mike actually has a free ebook on starting your side hustle. And it's amazing, man. It's definitely, everyone needs to read it. Everyone needs to add it to their book collection. So we'll talk more about that. Marcel, what's up, my brother?
Marcel.
And we on Facebook as well over here.
Marcel, are you ready?
What's up, Austin? What's up, my brother? How you doing?
Kristen, what's good?
What's up, Kristen? So where you guys from? Tell me where you're watching from. Drop your city, your state, your country, wherever you're from. Let us know where you're at.
Who's from Baltimore out here, man? I see got the Lamar Jackson jersey on.
I mean, he's a Louisville legend, and I'm from Kentucky, so
There you go.
anything Lamar, always, man.
Bro, I wanna pick up Madden, bro, just so I can play as Lamar, man. He's probably a cheat code in that.
Oh man, that Madden's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, sick, man. Who's on the cover?
Oh, that's a good question.
Shit. We getting old, bro. I remember we had Mike Vick on the cover.
Man, that's my favorite. Now, well, I'll tell you what, probably 03, because 03 had my man from the Rams. What was his name? The running back. Marshall Faulk.
Jackson?
Marshall Faulk. Yes, I think 03 was Marshall Faulk. Then 04 was Mike Vick. Mm-hmm. And then 04 and 05 was my favorite one. It had Ray Lewis on there. Hey, Patricia, how you doing?
Let's go, man.
What's up, Austin? Kentucky in the house. Tennessee, Florida, Orlando. Yo, I got to get down to did you have a good time in Orlando, see? Marcel, the time is now. Hey.
MasterCard, American Express, Visa.
All day. All right. We finna get it. I'm trying to get my Facebook popping a little bit too. What's up? Is that Sarah? I can't really tell. I see the picture here. I think it's Sarah though. What's up, Sarah? How you doing? I ain't seen you for a grip. What's up? Tell Matt I said what's up. My brother Matt. Miss Wanda, how you doing? Amanda, what's good with you? All right, yeah, so we can go ahead and get this thing rocking, man.
It's rock and roll.
See, how do people be pinning stuff on here? You know, old school, man. You know, they pin the title on there and whatnot.
That's a great question. You got to ask one of the gurus about that.
I think you just put it in the comments and it does it automatically.
All right. I trust you on that. Pin, I wonder if that works.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we'll figure it out. It's a new wave of technology, man. Sheesh. Can you imagine, like 30 years ago, going live right now? That's impossible.
Right. There we go. Okay.
All right. Cool.
But yeah, let's go ahead and get it started, man. So I appreciate everybody showing up. Sandy Gomez, what's up with you, bro? Dylan. All right, man, let's get it rocking. So, and then let's see if there's a way I can actually, I don't know if I can turn this joint around. Let me try something. Oh, sheesh. Okay, so I'm going to just hold this right here so they can see it on Facebook. Okay, so I got my brother Mike today. I wanted to bring my brother. What's up? Diago, Jordan's mommy. What's up? So I wanted to bring on Mike today, just to kind of tell his story, talk about, where he was within the past couple of years to where he's at now, and kind of his philosophy and his principles and how he's been able to make it happen. Mike, for one, I'm gonna be all the way 100 with you, Mike. Man, I had to pour me up a little tonic. Cause
Is that how we rocking?
Hey, I've been up since like 5 or 6, and then like you a social butterfly, bro. So I gotta keep up with you. I'm more like a military brat. I'm real like mellow. So,
bro, you say that, but it's not true. I feel like after the first 10 minutes, you do get it popping. We have good times together for sure. I'm gonna drink my water or vodka. It's water. I'm playing.
It's all good, brother. So yeah, man. I'm gonna just kind of let you, start off. I want you to pretty much just, introduce yourself. Kind of tell, your story, because I think that's very important for people to know, like who they're learning from and why I got you on here.
Yeah.
So just kind of tell the people a little bit about yourself.
For sure. I mean, first off, bro, I want to say thank you for having me on your live. I know you have some heavy hitters on here. I've seen David, your boy from 10X, so I truly do appreciate hopping on. But like I said, my name is Mike, born and raised in Maryland, same place from your boy JT's Jersey. Grew up mostly by my mom. My dad passed away when I was 13, so my mom was huge in my life, raised by 3 older sisters. I'm nobody special. I went to college in Maryland, had a 2.5 GPA graduating, majored in environmental science. And I should be saving the world or planting some trees. Once I graduated from school, I got an internship in Las Vegas, Nevada, in hospitality. Having a degree in environmental science, hotel does not match whatsoever. So when I graduated, I flew out to Vegas, full internship, and I worked at the Mandalay Bay. And if anyone's ever been to Vegas, matter of fact, if anyone has been to Vegas, drop a yes in the comments real fast. I want to rep Vegas real quick.
Hey, and don't tell what you did there. Because, no, not you. I'm saying the people. They said drop yes.
Okay. Yeah, drop a quick yes if you got crazy in Vegas one time. If you went to Dreas, the pool parties, definitely drop us a quick yes.
drop hell yeah if you got wild down there.
Oh, man, too many memories. we can't go on all that, though. But, yeah, man, when I graduated from college, I had no clue what the hell I wanted to do. All I knew was a job gave me an opportunity to fly to Vegas. I did it for a year as a hotel manager, met some great people, made some connections. But to be honest with you, I hated it. It was the worst. Even now, I can't tell you that much about hotel ops, but I'm sure like a lot of people out there, we did it for the paycheck. We did it for the money. You're 23, you're 24. Someone slaps 50K in your face per year. You're all in. But I did it for a year, and I just kind of felt like it wasn't for me, honestly. I kind of followed like the corporate ladder. you know, trying to be a director, a VP, but everyone who I saw in those positions, I did not want their life. You know, I did not want to switch places with them. They were working 50, 60, 70 hours a week. And I'm like, I don't want to do this. But to keep things very short, a lot of things changed for me when I found Gary Vaynerchuk. You know, if you know your boy Gary V, Mr. Motivational, all up in your face, I watched one of his videos on YouTube called the 2017 Flip Challenge. And if anyone knows Gary V, he is in your face, all about flipping, garage sales, thrift stores, the whole nine. I watched that video and he said anybody could make $20,000 from reselling. And I remember watching that video saying, get the frick out of here, man. No way. No way someone can make 20K. And I kind of just went all in on it. I had a good buddy named Brett, who was my roommate, and he got me into entrepreneurship as well. And he was always just talking about how to free your minds, a different lifestyle out there. So to keep it short, man, without my buddy Brett, I probably wouldn't be here right now. But
shout out to Brett.
Brett's my boy, man. He's in Colombia right now, actually.
Oh, word?
Yeah, he's in Colombia doing ClickFunnels, man. He does like ClickFunnel marketing for companies, and he just works off his laptop all day. So, you know, being around him was pretty cool. And, you know, my mentor, Nehemiah Davis, always says that it's okay to be in business for yourself, but it's not okay to be in business by yourself. So anybody watching this live, you need a team. You got JT, he's a great guy. I want you to support you, of course, but don't do any of this by yourself. It's a long, lonely game. So, you know, not to get too off topic, but watching that Flip Challenge video got me into reselling. I was able to make $15K from that in a single month. Quit my job as a hotel manager, went full time. And if you want to go more JT, I can, but that's the quick little synopsis, I guess.
Right. Yeah, appreciate that, bro. So let's kind of like revisit that, man. So you did everything right. You go to school. You didn't finish with a 4.0, but
not even close.
But you did right? You made all the right decisions. You was ethical. You got a really good job. Then you get to that point and you realize that it's not what it seems to be, and that there's people within the company that when you like futuristic think, that's not who you want to be 10, 15, 20 years from now. So I think that's important to kind of key on that. Why do you feel like, and then for you, bro, and you know, this is my first time actually hearing it. As long as we knew each other, I didn't really realize your pops passed away at a young age, you know? So you get out on your own, you get out the crib, you go out, you venture to Vegas, young black brother in Vegas, having a great time, making some good money. But then you see, again, you know, that's not where you want to go. And you immediately decipher and do something different, right? Why do you feel like people feel like they got to stay stationary? Why does it take people years to make a decision saying that, yo, this ain't for me, let me do this?
Bruh, that's a good question, man. And I posted about that on my feed, and I truly feel like the reason where people currently are versus where they want to be is the fear of judgment of other people. And let that sink in for a second. Like, imagine every idea you ever had, anyone watching this, how many of these ideas would you have done if you didn't care about what someone else thought? Like, I'll tell you a quick story. Like with reselling, bro, that shit is not sexy at all. Going to a garage sale in 110-degree heat, flipping freaking video games is not sexy. And I remember going to a garage sale thinking like, yo, nobody's gonna want to watch this. Like, this shit's kind of whack for real. But I just kept doing it, man. And it felt good to be able to execute on my ideas. Like, I posted some YouTube videos, and the fact that it made me feel good doing what I like to do, that's all that mattered. But at first, I'll be real with you, it was really the fear of judgment of people thinking like, what the hell are you doing? People would clown me and shit. Like, I remember my first YouTube video I posted, how to sell your Pokemon cards. And I posted it. I told some buddies about it at work, and they were like low-key clowning me. Not in my face, but they were looking at me like, you did a video about how to sell Pokemon cards?
Yeah.
Type stuff. And I mean, I didn't really care. I thought it was dope as hell. I had a beautiful girl in there, my girl Gentile, so it was cool to me. And to answer your question, bro, that's why I feel like, honestly, like every idea we have in our minds, you think about what someone else is going to think about you, and that's what probably discourages you from, executing the idea. But at the end of the day, the goal is happiness, and if you're happy, that's all that matters.
Pause. So basically, you feel like the reason why people don't chase their dreams or they don't try something different is the fear of what people think.
Facts, bro. Facts. And it could be anybody though, right? It could be like your family. Like, maybe your mom kind of put you down when you were younger. Maybe your brothers don't support you. So it could be people who are close to you, like your boys. They may be the ones putting you down. And I truly feel like getting out your comfort zone, surrounding yourself with some great ass people like yourself is the true key to everything. But yeah, man, it's your environment.
That's powerful, bro, because that's really what it is, bro. Because, I could speak on me just kind of, bouncing back and forth. I'm from a very, very small town, Campbellsville, Kentucky, population 12,000 people max, maybe. And it's a very small town where, like, somebody's gonna know your dirt before you even know your dirt. Like, there's a rumor will get spread about you before you even know it happened, right? So it's like being in small circles, like you said, small environments can really confine you, and it can stop your growth. It's like a crab in the barrel mentality, And I can't remember exactly who I was on a call with, but kind of going back to what you say, man, people really do be concerned about what people think. But at the end of the day, the harsh reality is, like, no one really cares. You know what I'm saying? Like, we put so much focus on what people think, and we got like 60,000 thoughts a day. Ain't nobody thinking about us. Nobody.
Nah, bro. Nah, son. If they are thinking about you, then like they're like a loser. Like, if someone's taking the time out their day to like really be like, I can't believe JT's on Instagram Live with Mike right now. I could be doing that right now. That's a loser mentality.
A loser mentality, man.
It truly is, man.
Yo, if you got time to focus on what somebody else is doing, you're not doing enough, man. And then kind of like Matt said on the last call, you're gonna, by just law of averages, when you put out content or you do something, right, half the people are gonna love you, half the people are gonna hate you, but slowly over the time, the haters are actually free advertisement, and they're gonna promote your brand, you know what I mean, until eventually their message resonates with you, and either they're gonna invest in you and rock with you, or maybe your message isn't for them, but eventually they're gonna have to respect it.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely.
Yeah, so that's what's up, man. So if you're taking notes or just writing notes down, I think that would be a good key point to start off with, by saying what holds most people back is what they say, the enemy is the inner me. So what holds most people back is their own bullshit.
I got to write that one down myself. The enemy is the inner me. I like
enemy is the inner me, bro.
The enemy is the inner me.
No one cares what you're doing, man. No one cares what you're doing besides you.
Nobody, bro. Facts.
Yeah. So that's good, man. So you your friends clowning you a little bit, low key clowning. I'm sure you're hustling, so you can't. My man Neo, just to stop. We just gotta stop.
Stop the lie, bro. Hold up a second. We gotta put the red carpet out.
Yeah, we just gotta say, man, shout out to Neo, man, who's been showing us the ropes, putting us in positions to get to this point. And that's, when he had mentioned earlier, my mentor Neo, that's exactly who he was talking about. So if any of y'all are looking for a mentor, someone to, motivate you and to show you, especially,
look at that check though, bro. Look at that check. That don't look kind of official in the chat.
Yeah, everybody follow my man Neo, man. He's doing some big things.
Oh man, let's get it, bro. Let's get it.
Yeah. So damn, what was we saying? So we you're doing your hustle. You're going to yard sales. People are kind of hating, kind of clowning, whatever. But you keep persistent. Then what happens next?
Yeah, bro. So I kept on going at it for a while. I eventually started finding some people who are also crazy as hell and liked garage sales as well. And I ended up joining a group on Facebook called The Green Room. And I could say legit, man, that was the turning point for me, because I'm a huge fan of YouTube University. I have learned more on YouTube than I have my X number of years in school by far. No question about it. And yeah, man, when I joined the Facebook group, that's when I started meeting other resellers. And that's when I started learning about how much money is out there. Like, I started seeing people on Amazon have 7-figure months, bro. Like, not a year, months. And I'm like, wait a second, hold up. And, you know, coming from our environment with our parents, how they raised us, bro, like, making 7 figures is not realistic in our community. You know, 6 figures for sure, $100,000 government job for sure. So I would say, like, that's what was a changing point for me, getting inside of a group of people who thought like me. You know, they say you are who you surround yourself with, and I would say that was big. I ended up going to a conference in Texas to meet up with other resellers there called the Green Room Meetup. So that was like super powerful for me to be around like Steve Rakin, Bonafide Hustler, like really big influencers in the resale game, and like feeling their energy, bro. I'm like, okay, I can do this, man. And to top it off, bro, like the fact I was the only brother there motivated me even more, because like reselling is mostly, I mean, it is what it is. Mostly like white, most like Caucasian people. But me being the only brother there, I always thought like this is a niche for me, bro. Like there's no resellers pushing content who are black. So I saw that as an opportunity. Like, okay, there's people out there who resell, but none of them look like me. So that was a cool eye-opening moment to realize, like, hey, this is an opportunity. I should hop on it.
Right. And you know, a brother can make something out of nothing, man. So, you know, you give us a couple of thrift supplies, man. We'll come out, you know, with some fresh gear. But that's what's up, man. So going to the conference, you know, change your paradigm, change your mindset. I think that's really key. You know, Dan Lott, he always says environment stronger than willpower. And the way I look at, you know, a lot of my mentors and a lot of people I learn from, regardless if I know them personally or not, most of my learning comes from really just observing, bro. Like for me personally, and I'm sure it was kind of like the same way with you, and it's probably the same way for a lot of people. Most people think that they got to be told exactly what to do. Here's this step, here's that step. But if you really just sit back and kind of shut your mouth and open up your eyes and ears and observe, it's like the cow that's grazing, right? A cow doesn't look at its calf and say, hey, eat this grass right here, right? It's just in the environment, everyone's eating. And so by default, it's like, well, I'm hungry, let me eat. Like, let me follow what they follow, right? And I think people kind of get confused on that because they want someone to hold their hand and tell them exactly what to do. But people don't execute on the crap that's right in front of them going on. And they're not using free utensils like YouTube and Google, and you know what I mean. So I think that's key as well. So if you're taking notes on that, environment's always stronger than willpower. You're the average of the 5 friends you hang around. You know what I mean? And that's why it's very important to do whatever it takes, man. Put up money, take a flight, take a 18, 20-hour layover if you have to, you know, to get to these places where these people are making moves, so you can emulate what they're doing, and you can be confident because you know it's going to yield a similar results. So you got to be very uncommon amongst uncommon people.
Ooh, that's a gem. Uncommon around uncommon. What you said? Uncommon around uncommon people.
You got to be uncommon around uncommon people, man.
I like that.
You got to. So that's what's up, man. So, and at this point, you're still working as a hotel manager, right?
Yeah. So it was pretty much.
So you didn't. Sorry to cut you off. You didn't quit your job immediately. You didn't say, "Oh, screw this, I'm an entrepreneur now." You still kept your 9 to 5, paid your bills, still lived on the same income, still, you know, lived below your means as you was building your business.
Absolutely, man. And it takes time at the end of the day, bro. Like none of this is overnight by any means. Me and JT were talking, and like, you know, people want to lure you in with the make $1,000 today ad or whatever like that, but it's impossible, bro. If you're fresh to a business, it takes time. Like for me, I found the Gary Vee video February 2017. I didn't quit my job until April 2018. So a little over a year is what it took for me to feel comfortable with reselling before I quit. But yeah, it just takes time at the end of the day, bro. And that's the true thing. But quitting your job is a crazy process, though, man, and it's definitely not for everybody, for sure. You have to be a self-starter. Like, I'll be real with you, because we grew up our whole life like having a boss tell us what to do. You know, you go to work, hey, you need to do X, Y, Z, here are your projects. But going on by yourself, it's a different mentality of nobody telling you what to do every day. And when I have kids one day, man, I'm definitely going to not preach getting a job off the break. Like, I want you to be a self-starter. And I would say for anyone looking to quit their job, Gary Vee talks about self-awareness a lot. And honestly, like I said, not everyone's meant for this, honestly. But if you are a self-starter and you motivate yourself, then I think it's for you 100%. If not, then be around people who are like that. And then that's probably the cheat code to becoming more of a self-starter. But yeah, definitely not for everybody.
Sure. Yeah, man, I think that's a very common misconception that people shit on jobs. But I think, you know, your duty is to bring in income by any means, right? So, like you said, man, you really got to be self-awareness. But I think it all starts with mentality. So, like you said, kind of, you know, we're programmed from the time that, you know, from 1 year old to 6 is a very pivotal moment in our lives, and that's when we're really programmed. I don't know how true or accurate this is, but I heard that from 1 to 6, a child hears the word yes around like 5,000 times, and they hear the word no like 100-some thousand times.
I believe that.
And right, because I mean, us as parents, you know, me being a parent, you know, you get stressed, man, and it's like, you sit down, no, don't do that, no, don't do this, no, don't do that. And from that point, we're programmed, bro. I mean, from the time we're in school, put your quiet signs up, raise your hands, walk in a single file line. You got to get this test right, or it's a pass or fail, right? And so, as we get older, we're so used to having this structure, right? This agenda that we have to follow, and most people can't, like you said, it's self-awareness. They really have difficulty going out and being an entrepreneur and doing things on their own, waking up out of bed with no penalty, or having to do this and do that, you know. So I'm just saying all that to kind of agree with what you're saying, man. It's definitely important to be self-aware and get yourself in the right environments.
Truly, bro. Truly, man. And I want to touch something real quick too, bro. Like how you mentioned earlier about, you know, investing in yourself. I've kind of come to this conclusion a little bit, and I really feel like money really doesn't solve every problem. You know, like me and you do high ticket sales, and obviously people get into a program and don't execute on the information. And I truly feel like what you were saying, if you weren't taking action before you paid for something, it likely won't happen after you pay. You feel me? Like, just for anyone watching, courses are phenomenal. I love courses. I've invested into them. I know a lot of people who have, but like how you said, there's a lot of free information online, tons of it. But if everyone applied all that free information, of course, we'd all be billionaires, but we're not. So to preach on what you were saying, bro, take advantage of all the free stuff JT gives you, all these people give you. And then once you get to that ceiling, bust out that credit card, start swiping away. It's an investment and a tax write-off, and then definitely start going ham.
That's definitely facts, man. I'm glad you said that, because there is a lot of people out here that are course hoppers, and they're, you know, from on this course to that course to this course, but they not taking action. So if you're not taking action prior to the course, prior to the seminar, whatever the case may be, it's a high chance that you're probably not going to take action after. And you might feel a little good about yourself for investing in yourself, but after a week or two, once the hype, the adrenaline, you know, wears off, it's like, damn, what? Then you got to pull your skirt up or your pants up and go get it, you know, like you're supposed to. You know, so that's what's up. So some key points. First thing, well, the second thing you had just said about, you know, you didn't quit your job. You were pretty much using your dollars as your employees. So you wasn't working for that job. That job was working for you. They was paying you to invest in your business, right?
Yes, they would. I like that. Yeah. Yes, they would.
So that's a good key right there. So I would say definitely write that down if you're taking notes. Then what's next from this point now? So you go to this conference, You see people that are making 6-7 figures a month. But what's next?
Yeah, so what was next, man, was more information that changes situations. I see our boy Jameer in the comments right here, and shout out to Jameer. And after that point, bro, I realized something I never knew, and that's how much money you can make during the holiday season. In the resale community, there is something called Q4, and that is like Black Friday, Thanksgiving, Christmas time, where everybody and their mother is spending their credit cards buying gifts.
Right.
And for a reseller, this is like heaven on earth. It is like everything. So long story short, they kept telling me, they said, Mike, get your money in order. Get your capital in order, because you're going to be spending a lot of money, but you will also make a lot of money come Q4. So once I left the conference, I started A, applying for credit cards, B, understanding what products will sell come Q4. Obviously everything, because everyone buys everything during Christmas. And came October-ish, I guess. Then I went out to your Walmarts, your Targets, your Best Buys. This was in 2017, so things were a little different back then. And I just started picking up stuff, man. There's so many toys out there that will go for twice the price, 3x, 4x come Christmas time, because of supply and demand, of course. And I was like a bandit, JT. I mean, grabbing everything off the shelves, and I'm spending at least $30,000 in products, which is nuts to think about starting off, of course. But yeah, ended up spending at least $30K, sent it all to the Amazon warehouse. If anyone wants to know how to sell on Amazon or Amazon FBA via retail arbitrage, I have a lot of videos on my YouTube to kind of break it down for you. Retail arbitrage is not dead. No matter what people tell you, there's a lot of money to be made in Walmarts, Targets, CVS's, Walgreens. Easy way to flip stuff. If you want more info, hit me. I got you. But long story short, send it to the Amazon warehouse, brother. Ended up doing close to 60K in sales total. From that, net profit around 15, 17K. Use that money to quit my job and all in.
Mm-hmm. So I think that's powerful as hell, bro, because it's like you went from an idea, right? You executed, you started seeing some results, but from that point, you invested in yourself. You said it was in where was you at? Tennessee?
Texas.
Texas. So you go to was that your first time in Texas?
Yep.
Didn't know nobody there, right?
No one that I met in person. I knew people online from the group, but never in person.
Okay, so you coming from B-more, you coming from Baltimore, you go to Vegas, then you invest in yourself, you fly out to Texas solo dolo, you the only brother in the room, you get the information, but then from that point, what did you say you did? You sit down, you study, you sit still, you locked in, you researched the marketplace, you studied, you took your time, you did your analytics, you had a plan, then you executed like a madman, ended up putting out $30,000 some dollars in products. Is that safe to say that you put as many products on the board as probably your salary maybe at that time?
Oh, easily, bro. Oh, no. Yeah, I did. You need to start drinking more often, bro. You hitting with the gyms right now.
Yo, but I yeah, you funny. No, because I think that's a good concept though, because it's like once you get in the right rooms, your thinking gets so much bigger. Do you think that if you would have attended that conference that it would have went down like that?
Hell no, bro. Hell no. Absolutely not, man. And I'll tell you, like, at the end of the day, I'm a homebody. I don't like going nowhere. I am cool in my space, in my apartment, wherever. So me hopping on the plane going to Texas was completely out the comfort zone. But had I never gone, I definitely would not be on this live, and my life would be a whole lot different than it is now. But that just speaks to anyone who is like that, who doesn't want to travel. I'll tell you, that could be the game changer for you, man. A new environment is sometimes what people need. People been in Vegas their whole entire life. You get out somewhere new, you meet new people, the environment, it can change everything for you. So anyone listening, once the world opens back up, go hammer on conferences, man. Get all of it in.
Definitely, bro. Definitely. And yeah, I mean, that's 100% facts. getting out of your comfort zone really changes you. Like Jameer said, man, environment stronger than willpower, getting out of your comfort zone, it definitely changes you. And Mark Cuban, one of my favorite books, I think everyone should read this if you're thinking about getting in business or just being an entrepreneur or just bettering yourself regardless. He has a book called The Sport of Business, something along those lines. It's a very short read, very easy to read. But one of the chapters is there he talks about is you only got to be right once. Like, that's the great thing about the entrepreneurship game is that you could fail, you could fuck up, you could bump your head multiple times over and over and over. But all you got to do is get it right once, and now you're the hero. Now you're the hero of your community, your family, your inner circle, you know. And so I think that's great that you mentioned that. For sure. So you profit around almost 20K in the fourth quarter, all because you put up. How much did that trip cost you to Texas? The trip, the conference, the hotel.
500 easily, minimum 500.
Right. So you put up 500. You yield 20K off of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Easy,
and then what? Bro. And then what's next? Fourth quarter's over. It's going back into January to the new year. Now what kind of what transpires after that?
Facts. So yeah, once Q4 was over, I could finally see that with the check coming in from Amazon, the whole 15K, they give it to you in pieces. So it's like 5K. And I was like, this is the most money I have ever made in my life. You know, prior to that, bro, I'm like, help other people were $1,500 bi-weekly. That's the most I've ever seen. The most money I've ever saved up in my life before that was like $2,500. So to be able to see a full $17,000 or $20,000, however much it was life-changing for me. And then I just got to the point where I was like, honestly, I was listening to a lot of Gary Vee at that time. And Gary Vee was always like, just do what makes you happy. Like, he's always just saying, like, just do what makes you happy. If you quit your job, what's the worst case scenario, right? We live in America. You sleep in your car. You eat McDonald's for like a month or something like that. You'll be totally fine. We're not living in freaking a third world country. And I just kept thinking that, like, the worst case scenario would be I go back to Maryland. I stay with my mom. I figure it out from there. Like, I'm not going to die. So that was a big thing for me. So yeah, I just said, I quit. I went to my boss. I typed up that 2-week notice. And for anybody watching, I'm telling you, that will be one of the best moments of your life. Pretty much, as our mentor Nehemiah Davis says, you are essentially firing your boss. You know, getting to walk away on your own terms, it's something I'm gonna always remember for sure. But yes, I said to my boss, I'm gone, I'm out of here. People looked at me like, so what are you gonna do, Mike? Like, so where are you going next? And like, no one understood when I was like, I'm just gonna do my own thing. They were like, what do you mean you're doing your own thing? And no one understood what I was saying, so I was like, whatever, I'm out. And yeah, I bounced, and it was hard for the first 6-8 months trying to figure it out on my own, but you know, we made a lot of mistakes along the way. I'm not the best with money, so different story about that. If you want to know more about it, I got a book, 7 Steps to Starting Your Side Hustle. But at the end of the day, I promise you all, that'll be one of the best feelings of your life, firing your boss. Can't go back.
Got you. That's what's up, man. So you end up firing your boss. You go all in, full time. You talk about Gary Vee, how he talks about, you know, your biggest ROI is your happiness. You know, and then another key point I think is your mindset, because so many people are just scared to take the leap. You know what I mean? Like, they look at all the things that can go wrong. Like, damn, I got a car payment. I got this, I got that, you know. And good for you, you know, that you had, you know, capital saved up and you had things rolling. But what I like about what you did there is you sit down and you put things in perspective. You didn't make an emotional decision. You made a logical decision, and you had self-awareness about what you realistically could handle with not having the security of a check coming in, and then you made, you know, the decision accordingly. So I think that's pretty pivotal, man. And another thing, you said you were gonna leave your job. You leave it, and everyone at your job's looking at you like they crazy. So I think it's important for people to know that if everyone's going right, it's probably safe to say that you should go left.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Whatever the masses are doing, you should probably do opposite. You know, and that's going to yield you some different results. So that's what's up, man. So quit your job, 6 to 8 months, figuring things out, mistakes, wins. What's kind of after that point?
So yeah, bro, figuring out a lot on my own. And to go back to self-awareness, you know, I'll be honest with y'all because I'm all about being fully transparent. I have never been very good at managing my money. And when it comes to self-awareness, man, when you're making a lot of money, it's easy to make, but it's hard to keep, to be honest with you. So if you don't have like a good tracking inventory system, it's very tough. For anyone watching, QuickBooks is amazing. They're a good not inventory, but like a business tracking software. Helps with your taxes too. These are all things that are going to help you a lot. But that was one of the things that kind of held me up. But long story short, once I quit my job, I realized quickly that what I was doing now wasn't going to give me a sustainable income. Because with reselling, it's very good, but you're not going to make $100,000 from flipping stuff from thrift stores. Let's be real. It is a lot of work and it's basically impossible. So for me, I was like, okay, I need to transition and get into wholesale. And in wholesale, essentially, it's pretty much you're buying buying bulk products and paying a lesser price because it's in bulk. But this is a brand new market for me. Totally new. I've been doing retail arbitrage, so wholesale was something totally different. And for me, not to have that fallback of a job, it was more like, okay, now I'm all in. So,
and is this, sorry to cut you off.
You go.
Can you explain what wholesale is?
Yeah, so wholesale is when, as a reseller, you're pretty much a third party. So you're reaching out to different distributors and manufacturers. Like, for example, that jersey you're wearing right now. Like, you would reach out to the NFL and ask them, hey, can I sell your jerseys as a third party on Amazon? And they're like, yeah, sure. We'll give you an order of 1,000 for $10 a piece. The retail $30, you'll profit $20 per se. But yeah, you're just buying a lot of bulk items, but getting them for a lesser price.
Okay, cool. So it's kind of like white labeling a little bit.
Essentially, yeah. It's not your product. You're just kind of flipping someone else's product.
Got you. Okay, cool. So you start wholesaling.
So I started wholesaling, and it worked, but like I said, it's a brand new business model, something I wasn't familiar with at the time. So I pretty much had to shift gears in the middle of going full time, and that was something that was super, super tough for me. But I'm happy that I did it because it gave me the experience of what I didn't like to do. And with wholesale, that shit wasn't fun. There was no fun video games getting flipped. You weren't going to garage sale. This was like at your desk or at my laptop for 10 hours a day, emailing manufacturers, getting wholesale lists, doing price comparisons, and I was bored out of my mind again. So it just came back to being self-aware. So I did it for maybe 6-7 months, and I realized okay, this isn't the move. I'm not happy anymore. This isn't what I want to do. And for anyone watching, it's totally okay to switch hustles. You're not married to the game by any means. It's okay to switch your mind, to change your mind. And I feel like for JT, that's a big thing for him because you said since you were 20 years old, you've had about how many different jobs?
Sheesh. Ooh. I had my first job when I was 15, washing dishes and cleaning toilets. Yo, I don't know, bro. I've probably been fired for 20 jobs, dead ass.
Damn, 20 for real?
Yeah, bro. I was not a good employee at all. Yo, I had too much charisma, man. I had too much. It's like when you want to bring ideas to the table and you could do something better than someone else. Not out of no arrogance, but I want to add value, right? And it's too much politics and seniority and you already know how it is, but
hell yeah.
But yeah, bro, a lot.
I'm with you, bro. But you had to do those jobs to figure out what the hell you did and what you didn't like, right? And I just feel like for a lot of people, they're so attached to their first idea that they're like, oh my God, I'm locked in. I can't switch it out. So I just want to tell you, anyone listening, it's okay to change your mind. What you start off with isn't what you end up with. Neo has a quote too. It's on the top of my head. What do you say? Where you start isn't where you finish. What's the quote? Something like that. But yeah, so long story short, once I realized wholesale wasn't for me, that's why I was like, okay, I might need to go to the drawing boards. And to be honest with y'all, I was forced to get another job. After all that, right, just leaving the job, calling it quits, I had to get another job to make ends meet. And everyone wants to tell you all the glory stories, JT, about how beautiful entrepreneurship is, but no one wants to keep it 100 with you. And failing is not saying failing, but switching directions is a big part of it, I think. So, yeah, man. So I had to pick up another job, man. I had to go back to one and start from ground zero.
Yeah. So it happened, man. Yo, how much was this worth?
How much is
how much would this sell for? It got some little chip right here, but you
know what? I'm sure there's someone out there that will definitely pay $1 for it at a garage sale for sure.
Yeah, but
what is that?
It's my grandfather's. It's my grandma got it for him when they were younger.
Nice.
And yeah, I just he passed a while ago, but I just keep it.
Nice.
But
nice. All right, grandpa.
Yeah, but I like that though, because it's like you said, you're not married to the game. So if you're writing notes, Ursula was still with you. And by the way, who's getting some good value from this? If you're getting some good value, just drop a flame, drop one of the fireballs if you can. If you're getting some good value, let me see some fireballs getting thrown real quick.
Just throw them in there. I'm gonna throw them in there.
Just throw them in there. But yeah, I like what you said, bro, because it's like you said you're not married to the game, and a lot of people think that if they don't hit the home run, then it's over. And one of the things I think is Dan Pena, the $1 trillion man, he said something along the lines of he's quick to start and he's quick to quit. You know what I mean? And it's not he quits when it gets hard, but if he sees that, this ain't right, or this isn't profitable, this isn't scalable, or I'm not happy in your situation, right? Then why stay there? Why try to force something to work if you know it's not the thing? So I think it's very important. I always tell people when I first start training them in sales, and we're gonna kind of transition to the sales part, the hot ticket closing. I want you to fuck up as quick as possible. I need you to fail. I need you to get on the phone. I need you to stumble. I need you to get cussed out. I need you to get hung up on. I need you to build that callus so that way you can get all that crap out the way. I need you to fail quickly, right? So that way a week, 2 weeks from now, you could build upon that and move past that. And failure isn't nothing but just a learning experience, right?
Facts, bro.
You take an action. Sometimes it works. Most of the time it doesn't. You pivot. You what's it called? You reflect. That's the word I'm looking for. You reflect on what you did. You pivot and you do something different. But
Facts, bro.
The end result stays the same. So
it's okay, man. That's why I want to tell people, bro. Like, it's okay to fuck up. Like, everybody on Instagram want to be so perfect, but like Kevin Hart said it best, man. There's no such thing as perfect people. They don't exist. Only thing that exists are perfect scores, but perfect people do not exist, man. Besides, like, my perfect body, of course. But everything else, man, it's not true. It's not a real thing. It's okay to fuck up.
Right. That's it, man. That's it. You gotta fail. If you're not failing, you're not trying nothing new. And if you're not trying nothing new, then you're pretty much taking steps backwards, because you're either moving forward or you're moving backwards. There's no stagnant. There's no staying in between. If you're in a comfortable place and you're not getting told no, your ideas ain't getting shut down, you're not getting laughed at, clown, then you're not doing nothing.
Facts, bro. Facts, bro. Warren Buffett said it best, man. Humans only learn from mistakes, but they don't have to be your mistakes too.
That is facts. That is facts. Yep. Mistakes make us. You're right, Randall. You're right. Jodeci, what's up, my brother? The only man who makes no mistakes is the man who never does anything.
Ooh.
Sheesh. Ooh. I wish I had a sound effect for that. I'm gonna have to get a little sound effect button and just press that on when they say something
fire.
Something fire.
Like
Damn, son, where you find this? Hit that little button.
Little world star joint.
Yeah. All right, so that's what's up, man. So, first half, just to kind of, and there, I know some people is kind of just now getting on and whatnot. So Mike is working. He moves from Baltimore. He goes to Vegas, and he's working as a hotel manager, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you get into reselling. Then you start seeing the profitability, and you can see yourself taking advantage of that space because there's not a lot of brothers in that space who's making it look cool the way you make it look cool, bro. Because you do really make it look fun and cool. And if y'all are interested, go check out his YouTube videos and the things he's doing. You put your money up. You go to Texas, probably money that you not necessarily didn't have, but I'm sure that 500 could have went somewhere else, right?
Oh yeah, no question.
But anyway, you put it up. Your thing gets big because you get around an environment that is producing at high levels. You freaking go out. You get $30,000 worth of product. You flip it. You make $20K profit. Then you switch to wholesaling, a different business model. Have some success, but ultimately it wasn't right for you. Then you go back to a job. What job do you go back to? And then let's kind of start from there. What was your feeling? How did you feel? How did your inner circle feel? Was it a lot of I told you so, this and that? Like what goes on there?
That's a good question, bro. So I went back to go to work at Bally's Hotel. If anyone ever been to Vegas, know where Bally's is, drop a quick little Bally's emoji or 100 emoji. But you know what, bro? To be real with you, man, I really wasn't tripping for real because like I had done it in the past and I knew I could do it again. So I mean, people around me. I mean, I'm gonna tell anyone. No, honestly, no one around me even cared for it. Honestly, they're just like, all right, cool, whatever. Right. So yeah, man, I had to go back to working on a hotel job, but it comes down to self-awareness though. At the end of the day, because I easily could have kept going full-time at wholesale and gone a lot of money into debt and just kept digging a deeper and deeper hole for myself. But I was like, why? Like I said, a job isn't that bad, bro. At the end of the day, it's going to pay the bills. You got health insurance. They're going to give you a free meal probably. Like, it's not a bad thing. And it gives you time to get yourself like situated for your next move. So that was the plan the whole entire time. I was like, all right. I started doing, hot and closing with you. This was around like October when how'd I met you? Yeah, pretty much when I joined Neo on the team. And I was like, I can see how this could scale up. So let me grind my face off at Bally's. Easy, simple ass job that a freaking caveman could do. Freaking watch the front desk agency, don't F up and do anything stupid. And in my free time, work on my side hustle. Because it was the exact same thing I did at Mandalay Bay. So I already knew the formula. I knew what I had to do. Get off work on my hustle, and just keep doing the same thing over and over again. And at that job, I was there for about, 3 months, I think? 3-4 months, and quit again. Do high ticket sales.
Nice. Damn, okay, so I didn't realize that the duration was that quick. I didn't know. So when I had met you, you were just now getting back on.
Roughly, bro.
When I met you in, where was we at? Vegas when I first met you? In person?
Yeah, I first met you at Thrive, right?
Was it Thrive or X3?
Thrive.
That was in Vegas or LA?
That was in Vegas. When I met you at Thrive for Cole Hatter joint.
Yeah. Okay. And you know what else, bro, that I respected about you is, and this is something, and I see that Randall says that that was my mistake taking the leap before being prepared, and I've done that a lot of times myself. What I respected about you while you were at Bally's, bro, you ran that crap like it was your business, it looks like. And like, I'm not behind the scenes, so I don't really know, but from the outside looking in, you were dressed up every day sharp. You knew everybody. You were socializing with people. You make sure people knew your name. It's Vegas, so you know that you talking to really, high successful level people. You're getting your name out there. You're networking. So is it safe to say that the second time you came back from your job, and like you said that if you could do it once, you could do it twice. So maybe you lost money, maybe you kind of went into some debt, but one thing you gained was freaking confidence. You gained guts. you gain wisdom, and can't no one take that crap away from you, bro. It's the intangibles that you gain through this crap, and I think that's important. Would you say it's safe to say because of that experience that you became a better manager the second time around?
Oh, absolutely not. Terrible manager, horrible manager, probably.
Oh, you said absolutely not, or
nah. I mean, a manager at Bally's, right?
yeah, or not necessarily manager, but work, employee, socializing.
Oh, nah, bro. I was horrible at Bally's, man. It was bad, bro. So when I was at Bally's, I was waiting until the clock hit 10 o'clock to get out of work every day. I was definitely not motivated nor engaged by any means. If anything, working at Bally's reminded me of how much I hated this shit. And I was like, I would come to work like just miserable, honestly. But I knew there was an end goal. So going back to Bally's, reminded me of how I never want to do this shit again, which is like part of my motivation now, because I hate putting on suits every day. Even though your boy look clean as a motherfucker, but I hate putting on suits every day. That wasn't my thing. I love wearing sweatpants now every day. I love working in the house. I love being able to go outside when I want to. Like, I love this feeling. And if anything, working at Bally's was a pain point for me. So when I feel lazy, and this is for anyone watching too, if you feel lazy, think about how it could be, right? Like, if you do quit your job, think about like, damn, if I don't do X, Y, Z, I gotta go back to work. And to me, that's always a big motivation. Thing to be like, all right, let me get my ass up. Let me post some stories on the gram. Let me hop on these calls real quick. Let me put them into my CRM. Let's knock it out, because I love the feeling I have right now.
Damn. So it's kind of like Tony Robbins, he says, and this is something that helped me out real bad when I was on dope and whatnot and was tweaking years back. I had to pretty much I had to classify my pains and my pleasures. I had to recategorize what's pleasure for me and what's pain, right? So you attach pain to your 9 to 5 every day, and that
Absolutely.
Pushed you forward.
Absolutely, bro. It was rough, man. Also, shout out to Randall Denson. I met my guy at Thrive too. He's a good dude, man. Even when he's artwork, Randall's your guy.
Nice. If anybody's looking for some dope artwork, hit up Randall.
Yeah, man.
Is it like paintings? Is it like?
Yeah, he do like cool paintings and like self-portraits too. He did one of like a family and their dog. That was pretty dope. So Randall's your guy for any type of self-portraits, man.
Okay, I might need to hit you up, bro, because get something special for my lady and the family. We're looking for a nice big portrait, so I'm gonna tap in with you, Randall, and kind of see what you're talking about.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so that's what's up, bro. So you associated your pain and pleasures to something. You classified it to what you want it to be, because life is all perspective, and what you focus on, you get.
Yes,
so
sir.
It's like most people, like, yo, damn, like I don't want to get up and do this today. I don't want to work out today. I don't want to read today. And they think about the pleasure of if they slept in for another hour or two, or the pleasure if they didn't go do that workout, or they didn't make that extra call. But you associated, instead of pleasure with being lazy, you associated pain with being lazy, and that forces you to move forward.
Facts, bro. You are great at summarizing, man. Get all the points.
Yeah, I appreciate it. But I think we got a good connection, so it's kind of easier for us to bounce off each other, because we have these conversations all the time. Okay, so that's what's up, man. So you're at Bally's, then you start working with the team, high ticket sales. Talk a little bit about that. Because I remember the first call we had where I was kind of just telling everyone what to expect, and what was going to kind of happen over the next few months if everyone stayed committed. So talk about just talk about that. Kind of the first, I guess, month. Like, what is high ticket sales? What did you think about it? What was your experience first coming in? And by the way, you have no prior sales experience, right?
A little bit. I did stuff when I was younger in my teens, but nothing like how we do it on the phone. Not like via phone or anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, sales was crazy.
Yo,
what's good? What happened?
I guess they have a time limit. Did you know that?
I did not know. I feel like Neil's on here for like days sometimes.
Yeah, I be seeing people on here for like it'd be like 2 hours. I thought.
Yeah.
Maybe that's that 10K feature.
Oh, is
Maybe.
it?
Maybe I don't know.
It's probably a good thing for real, because they probably like reminds people to hop back on there.
Right.
Get some more people on.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. So yeah, we'll give people a couple seconds and then we'll get back to it. So yeah, if you just
wait, can I give a quick shout out real quick, bro?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Hey, shout out to my homie Lisa real quick. If anyone ever needs a flyer designed for your business, or like how JT have this little Instagram thing done, anyone needs any creative flyers done, hit my girl Lisa up. What's her joint's name? Jordan's Mommy 926. She'll make any flyer for you, easy peasy. All right, cool. All right, you good, bro.
Who was that? You said Lisa?
Lisa, yeah. You see it. Jordan's Mommy 926.
Oh, okay.
She works Canva like a freaking monster, bro. She's crushing it.
Got you. Okay. Yeah, if anyone needs some flyers, holler at Jordan's Mommy 926.
Absolutely. We're going to need to create you a business page, Lisa, ASAP.
I need a referral fee, Lisa. I need 10%. No, I'm just playing. Yeah. All right, brother. So, yeah, let's talk about high ticket sales.
Yeah. What we're saying? Yeah, bro. So high ticket sales, I didn't know too much about it for real. At first, I joined because Neo, our guy, he was like, "Hey, I need someone to hop on my sales team," and I didn't know what the hell that even meant. But Neo's a good dude. Anything he does, I'm fully behind it. So just send him the DM. That's when he put me on with you guys. And you know what's up, man. I don't know if Jameer's still on here, but at first he had us just texting leads. I mean, texting thousands and thousands of people to my thumbs bled, I feel like. And I thought, like, this ain't going to work. Ain't no money in this, man. So got a little discouraged, but luckily I had you there, JT, to kind of keep us pushing. And I saw you closing deals, I won't put the money stuff out there, but I saw you doing very well. And that's when it made me realize, like, what is possible. So I was like, okay. What's up, D? I know D know what's up with the text and stuff. Shit, it's crazy, isn't it? But, yeah, so we were just working, man. And then when I saw you doing well, I saw the potential. And the fact we could do all this from our phones, nuts. Marcel, I know you know what's up too, bro. But the fact we could literally just text and call people and make X amount of money was like, oh, I don't need to go to a thrift store, a garage sale. I don't talk to people and help them with their journey. Oh, I'm all in. And that was something I realized was great about sales. A lot less work for a lot more money compared to reselling, which is a lot of work for not that much money.
Facts. So just to kind of give people a basis of what high ticket sales is, I think that is the number one skill set that all people need to be learning right now, is the ability to transfer energy to another person over a phone, in person, whatever the case may be, but the ability to transfer energy to someone by moving their lips. At the end of the day, that's a skill set. There's so many people out here that are marketing, that are advertising, that has products, services, events. Not enough people to get on the phone and talk to a potential client. And the reason why sales gets such a bad name is because of, the 60s, 70s, 80s, the, polyester pants, slimy salesperson, hey, do you want this color car or this color car? Well, hey, I just came in to get some information. What do you mean? So those type of high pressure salespeople who are doing whatever it takes to get a sale, to get a commission, and aren't really worried about the benefit of who they're talking to and giving that value to them, has totally given sales a bad name. But the great thing about sales, especially in this economy, is that 80 to 90% of the sale is done before a client even gets on the phone with you. Yeah. And that's why social media is so important. That's why, like Mike was saying earlier, being very transparent, being vulnerable. I believe being vulnerable is, and transparency is a superpower in 2020, because people want to work with people that they like, trust, and who they can relate to. And even in today's society, people want to see people that are human. No one wants to really work with someone who's a superhero who always looks great. They want to know your shortcomings. They want to know your struggles. They want to know that you're like them, but because of this product or this individual, you got to this place, right? So the beautiful thing about sales in the 2020 and beyond is, again, majority of the sale is done before they're even on the phone with you. Secondly, all you're really doing is being kind of like a therapist. You're just asking questions. Hey, why do you feel like you need this? Why haven't you done this already? Tell me more about that. How does that make you feel? It's really just shutting the hell up and listening and connecting with people where they're at and selling to people how they want to be sold, you know? So I think that's a skill that everyone needs to learn immediately to be successful in 2020 and beyond. I know there's a lot of technology. There's ways you can make money, without talking to people, just by being behind your screen. But to really go to the next level, sales and communication, you got to master that. And I'm just glad that, you were able to come on board and execute and take action and get to that point.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely, man. It's like how you said, to quickly pig off that, like, sales isn't sales how it is like back in the day. Like how we talk about, if you're salesy on the phone, you're not going to make any money at all. If you are salesy, as they say, you're done. It's a wrap. The moment someone can sense that you're just helping them for the money and it's not genuine, it's a wrap. You're already done. So that's why I like what we do, because we're genuinely changing people's lives, and like I love about it too, like, it's not for everybody neither. Like, one thing that you taught me, JT, I can appreciate, and anyone who's thinking of, working with JT in the future, JT is someone who preaches to me that it's okay not to close every single person. And most sales trainers probably would not tell you that. They'd be like, get the money, one call close, go hand. And I can appreciate that JT is not like that. He's not trying to hard close every single person. Like, he's listening, as you see how he does. He's understanding your problems, understanding your concerns, and we're finding a solution that fits the best. And that solution may not be the product. And that's what I can appreciate about JT and what he does.
Absolutely. Yeah, brother. That's all it is, man. The biggest pressure is internally, right? So there's nothing I could do to pressure you to do something. In fact, if I pressure you, you're going to resent me, even if you should do it. I ain't doing this shit. Like, how you gonna tell me I need to do? Even if you need to do it, you ain't gonna do it. So it's mastering, asking questions, attaching to people, where they're at, having empathy, listening, and giving them a solution, man. And then mastering internal pressure, and you do that by asking the right questions. So let me ask you, Mike. You said you've been trying to do this for, 2 years now. Let me ask you, if we fast forward 15 years from now and you can look back on this moment today, do you think that by you not moving forward that you're going to benefit from this? Do you feel like 15 years from now, if you could look back right to this moment, do you think that would be a mistake or that would be a good decision that you made? You know what I mean? Just kind of getting people to eternally think and ask themselves, why aren't I making the change? You know what I mean?
Agreed.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. So you get started, you're texting a bunch of leads, you're pretty much doing repetition. That's really what it is. And I know you can see now why we did that, because kind of like you said, bro, like 3-4 hours on the phone, that crap gets exhausting. Yeah. But starting off, if you're freaking hammering, texting, and you're cold calling, like, this crap's nothing compared to, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, bro. We are truly blessed to be in this position. Like, I know some of my boys are in sales. I think I told you, they have to pay for leads, come out their pocket. They got to travel places to talk to people, and they don't have the luxury of being able to do this on the phone. We don't need to go nowhere. I don't need to put a suit on. I am talking to people freaking in my basketball shorts and like a tank top, and I love that.
Nice. That's what's up, man. So, now you have a skill set that's paying you really well, and you care if I throw some numbers out?
Throw them out. Let's
You
get
want me
it.
to throw them out?
Let me see who's on this live. Make sure Lisa on this live real quick. He on this live, huh? Hey, Lisa, hop off the live real quick. I don't want you to hear these numbers.
Yeah. Well, I won't say the numbers.
Nah, say the numbers. Say the numbers.
You want me to say the numbers, bro?
Say
so
the numbers,
it's like,
bro.
You said you were doing about 1,500 bi-weekly at your Bally's?
Yeah, roughly.
Yeah. What you done did this week? Like $4,000 already?
Hey, JT, hold up. I'm happy. Can I turn the camera around? Maybe I can.
You done like 4 or 5K this week?
All right. So you know what, JT? Let's look at the board real quick. So this is the goal, right? $250,000 right there. Currently, I'm at 34,250. You know, some people get 10%, but not us. But I get 8%, and it's roughly at like $3,000.
Yo, hey, pause.
Let me turn it back.
Pause.
All right.
Damn,
So,
they still ain't gave you that too, bro.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
But he gives me like a little bonus sometimes every here and there, extra $100, $200.
Man, yeah, you silly, bro. So you go back to your job, then 3 months later, you quit, and I think it's. You mind telling the story about how you quit?
I do. Yeah. So I was at Bally's for 3 months, and I was getting ready to quit because the month prior to that, I made $2,500 from high ticket sales. So on top of what I made from my job, I had made like $5,000. So I'm like, okay, money's coming in. We're doing a little better. And
but I want people to know, because you said $2,500 that month. That was a very, very short month. You were just starting off. That was literally your first month. And you fast forward to today, you've already done like $4,000 or $5,000 in a week.
Yeah,
so I need people to wrap their minds around that.
Yeah, bro. And it doesn't feel like I worked that hard for it though. As crazy as that sounds. Like at a job, $5,000, you're gonna work 60 hours a week probably. But with high ticket sales, hop on the phone. And is it always like that? Absolutely not. Definitely not. But you know, the more you do it, the better you get at it, the more you learn to understand people, and more importantly, what JT taught me is how to not waste your time. You know, finding out very easily if someone's qualified, because we sell a very high ticket product that's not for everybody. So how to not waste your time, find out who's a good candidate. They're a good candidate, cool, move forward, boom, shakalaka, you're done. But now it's definitely a pattern. Like everyone who I close nowadays, I can kind of tell in the first 5 minutes, I'm sure you can too, JT, like, is it going down? So yeah, it can happen in a week. It could probably make even more, honestly, if I push a little harder.
Right, for sure. So man, I just think that's amazing, man, that you've implemented, you've taken mad action, and you've stayed resilient and persistent, bro. And it's not like, you know, we see each other every day. Like you live in Vegas, I live in PA in Allentown, you know what I mean? So for you to be doing all this in the comfort of your home, not in the circle, not making any excuses, and making more in a week than you were making at your last job. I mean, that's impressive, bro.
It's crazy, bro. And you seen the board, bro. The board said $250,000. 10%, 8% of that is $20,000 in a month. And that's what I'm shooting for, man. And that's what's possible with high ticket sales, because at a job, they cap your income. Like it is impossible. If you're starting at 48K, it is impossible for you to make $100,000 at that job. Physically impossible. And that's what I like about what we're doing now, because there is no cap on how much you can make. You know, you can mess around and make $100K in a month if you put the work into it. And that's what I appreciate about high ticket sales. No one's going to tell me how much I can make. But on the other side, it could go the other way, and you might make nothing. So, you know, the job is great because it's stable. But on the other side, man, think positive about it. You can mess around and make what people make in 6 months and a month.
Exactly. Yeah. And I think, you know, what's really good about where you're at right now, I think the reason why you're really killing it, man, is one, you're focused on the goal. So you got all your goals written down in the back. It's all measurable. You're measuring that crap every single day. You're focusing on it. You're paying attention. So what you focus on, you attract. That's very important, bro. It's life's all perspective, bro. Like, if I like, what do you drive again? What kind of car you drive? Like a Toyota, like just the brand, like Toyota.
A 2018 Chevy Impala.
Okay, so you drive a Chevy. When you first got the Chevy, you probably saw like 30 other Chevys that day, right? When you pulled off the lot.
I did.
Right?
I did actually, yep.
And that's how our brain works, because we only tap into 10% of our brain. So what we focus on, by default, we're gonna find. So you're tracking your numbers every day, which you're a wizard on the Excel and the spreads. But even at home, you got your whiteboard, you're tracking your numbers. You just dropped the book, and that's another confidence builder. You're adding value on your social media, right? You're giving value, and it's law, right? Like, to receive, you have to give. And you've been giving, and now you're blessed, you know. And that's what people really don't. I love sales, bro, because like I kind of taught y'all, it's really spiritual. Like, the thing about sales is the person that you're talking to on the phone or on the other side in person is nothing but a reflection of who you are internally. So you got to be clear, bro. You got to be confident. You can't be out here fucking off. You can't have no hidden secrets. You can't like be unethical, because you're gonna attract that client, right? And you've been killing it, man, because you're taking care of your home front and your body and your mind, right? So I just wanted to kind of throw that out there and give you props, man.
I appreciate it, bro. But definitely wouldn't be here without you, man. And the whole team, for real. You know, Jameer, of course, and Eli and Marcel. You know, we definitely wouldn't have gotten this far had it not been having that support system that we have. And to go back to what you were saying, like, you can't do it by yourself. You really cannot do it by yourself. And I'm so blessed and grateful to have y'all as my brothers, and, you know, really make this happen. So one day we could be in Bali just flexing. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited.
Absolutely. That's what's up, brother. That's what's up. So right now you're currently doing high ticket sales full time. What I'm actually going to be doing is, let me go ahead and pin this here. If you guys are interested in learning more about high ticket sales and how to literally double your income and be able to cut your physical work time in half by learning a high ticket skill, contact me. What I'm going to be doing, or actually, contact me, DM me, go to my bio. I have an application you can fill out. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be working with 20 fathers closely to show them this skill set. If you're not a father, still hit me up, and I can work with you. I can see what I can do to help you. But what I'm mainly looking for is fathers, because, again, I have 3 children. My first child I had at 15, and I wish I just had someone giving me this information and teaching me this skill set. You know, they teach us to go to college, they teach us to get a degree, all this and that, which nothing's wrong with that. But if they said, yo, learn a high income skill, get great at that, and you could literally double, triple what someone with a bachelor's or doctorate has by learning this skill set and be free to travel the world and do what you like, how many people would sign up for that course instead of going and paying fucking $80,000, $90,000 to institutions and owning $40,000, $50,000 in student debt? It would just completely kill the school. And which, I mean, with the coronavirus and everything going on, universities are kind of getting fucked anyway. People are starting to realize they could just pay $1,000 and learn learn what they need to learn to make it happen. But I digress. If you're interested in what he's talking about with the high income skills, with the high ticket closing, just contact me, and possibly I could work with you more personally to learn this skill set.
Come ready to work, though, man. Anyone watching, come ready to work. JT not playing around. The man's time is very, very valuable. He can't be trained no more. He's not serious. But like how you say, you put the work and it works out. But only apply if you're dead serious about changing your life. Got
you, man. So you get into high ticket sales, at first you're thinking like, man, this crap I don't even really know. But you persist, you keep going, you make it happen. Your first month, you make about 2,500 to $3,000, which is about equivalent to what you were making at your job. From that point, it's pretty much been a steady incline every month, right?
Just about, man. Just about. We went to Brazil. The magic in Brazil. Had my best month of all time. Shot up 7K for that month, and then after
so you made $7,000 your second month.
Yeah,
Full time.
Technically, it was my second month. So I started in October, didn't make anything. November didn't make anything. December is when I made the 2,500. We went to Brazil in what, March? I don't know. It's weird, but yeah, third, fourth month is when I made 7,000.
Gotcha. In the first 2 months, you wasn't really on the phones heavily like that. You were more.
Nah, not really. That's more texting people for real.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Talk about Brazil, because I think that's a funny ass story. How you quit your job. So if any of y'all has ever seen the what's that joint called, The Wolf of Wall Street, where Jonah Hill is like, yo, you show me a check for this right now. I call my boss and quit right now. And then he calls like, yo, I quit. That's kind of like what happened to Mike. So just kind of talk about that, how you were able to quit your job while you were out the country in Brazil. And still made more.
Oh.
And still made more in Brazil than you did at your job.
It don't make any sense. It don't make any sense, bro. Hold on, I got my headphone in real quick. Trying to fell out. All right, my bad. But yeah, bro. So all happened when our good buddy Nehemiah Davis sent a group text saying, "Hey, we're going to Brazil." No warning, no introduction. Just hey. What he say was like, "Hey, just we're going to Brazil XYZ date," right? Not even a question, but a statement.
Yes.
And I remember seeing that like, oh, like that's cool, but it's a Friday, and they're trying to go to Brazil on a Sunday night. So that's in 2 days. That's not. I mean, it sounds cool, but I can't make it to that. I gotta go to work on Sunday. I can't make it. So I remember seeing it like, nah, I'll just say F it, whatever. But I talked to Nehemiah, because first you need a passport, obviously. But I talked to Nehemiah, and he's like, hey, don't worry, bro. I can get you a passport in 24 hours. And I'm like, okay. And I remember thinking like, all right, cool. I'll grab a passport, go to Brazil. We're in there, boom, shakalaka. But the closer I got to the date, JT, and I think I told you this, man, I started having some doubts, bro. Yeah. I was like, I love Nehemiah, but he be talking sometimes, though. You know, he be just talking that stuff.
Yeah.
So can he really get me to Brazil? I went online. I read like it's impossible to get a passport same day unless it's an emergency. So long story short, Sunday happened. I had my bags packed, whatever. I'm at work. I need to leave by 6 a.m. It's 5 a.m. and I'm having doubts. I'm thinking like, I'm not about to waste my money, go on this flight, not get this passport, look like an idiot, come back here. Like, who goes to Brazil in 2 days? People plan for months for this type of thing, and I'm about to go on a 2-day notice. So the fear starts creeping into my brain, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna call Neo and say, hey, Neo, I missed my flight, bro. My bad. My job told me I had to stay for XYZ reasons. I missed the flight. That was the plan in my stupid brain. And I was getting ready to leave work after I already missed my flight. That was booked by Neo. Crazy. And I was like, hey, Neo, I missed my flight. My bad, bro. And he was like, what? What you mean you missed your flight? And gave me a small pep talk saying, bro, are you more loyal to your job or to living this lifestyle? And long story short, when he said that to me, like, who are you more loyal to? And I'm like, I am showing a lot of loyalty to the job right now. And it kind of flipped the script in my brain. Like, why am I working at this job willing to risk a lifetime opportunity to work? Like, that's stupid. So I hopped on the next plane, paid for that out of my pocket, went to Cali. I told Neo. Neo's like, Mike, you might just miss the whole thing. Honestly, at this point, bro, you already effed up. So you might have missed the whole opportunity. And I'm like, ah, shit. JT's calling me like, what the hell happened? Because they're already on the way and stuff. But long story short, I head to Cali. I hop on an Uber. I head to the passport agency center. I throw up like $300. God willing, they do the passport same day. Didn't even know that shit was even possible. They knock it out. They print it. I'm like, oh, wow, this plan's moving. So I stay the night at a Holiday Inn. And I'm thinking like, oh, I'm about to go to Brazil. Let's go. So stepping out on a leap of faith was just crazy. I head to the airport, go to Miami. Did I go to Miami? No, go to New York. Then New York, went to Brazil. And on this time, JT, I think I told you this. I'm closing deals, 50,000 feet in the air. I'm texting a couple of leads. I ended up closing the deal in the air for $7,500 while I'm on the flight to Brazil. $800 was made in the course of 24 hours. What I would make at Bally's in a day is like $150. So I literally made my week's paycheck in 24 hours. Hey. So I was like, I'm so happy I went to this.
Yeah. How'd that feel, bro? How'd that feel closing your first flight in the air?
Bro, son, it felt so good, bro. And it kind of made me realize, like, why was I even scared? Like, what was I thinking? And then I hopped.
False evidence appearing real.
Bro, it's your mindset.
And it's your environment, bro, because, you know, if it wasn't for him saying that, like, who are you more loyal to? If it wasn't for that environment, you might have passed up on that opportunity. And then that would have literally, like, you just never know, bro. Like, people pass up on so many opportunities, but people don't realize that we literally live in a matrix, bro. We live in a holographic universe, just like a video game where there's, like, levels and obstacles and stuff gets thrown in your way. So when you sleep on this opportunity or you don't execute quickly on this or that, you are literally repositioning the whole matrix. What God had for you, you done fucked it up. And now your opportunity might not come till like 6 months later. You know what I'm saying? And people don't really think like that, but I just want to throw that in there. But yeah, so go ahead.
You right, bro. Tool you around, man. FYI, quick tangent. Your job can be dangerous, FYI. Your job is meant to condition you to stay there for the long term. I never thought about that, but all the food they give you, all the incentive, it's for a reason. They're doing this to keep you at the job for the long term. So just know, for anyone watching this, the longer you stay, the harder it is to leave, FYI. But to go back to what you were saying, JT, so close the deal, in the plane, I'm in JFK, I'm following up now, bro. And I never follow up at that point. So I'm like texting leads in the airport, looking cool as shit, like, hey, what's up? It's Mike here. Hey, Mike, what you up to? I'm in JFK, just chilling. What you up to? And following up with people. I closed another one for $2,500 there. And we went to Brazil. Touchdown, hot as hell. I met up with y'all at a freaking rooftop pool. That's where I saw JT, Jameer, D, Eli at a freaking rooftop pool in Rio de Janeiro.
What was I doing when you pulled up?
What were you doing?
Yo,
were you getting a massage?
Nah. I was on the phone too.
I remember. Yeah, you were. You closing deals. We had to step away. So that was a cool moment to link up with y'all in Brazil, man. Be like, oh, we here with Doug and Marcus and Josh and the whole crew, man. Like, powerful.
Facts. Yeah, man. So that's powerful, bro. So you pretty much swallowed your fear. You took action. You did it anyway, and you ended up freaking profiting about $500 something before you touched down because you paid that $300 and then the hotel fees, and then you turned around and made it like $800. And that's before you even touched the ground.
Yes, sir. Man. It's possible, bro. It's all possible. You just gotta believe in it with the right mindset. Think of what could happen, not what could not happen.
Absolutely, man. So yeah, that's dope. That's a dope story, man. So we kind of go ahead and finalize and get ready to wrap up. I know it's kind of getting late, and I know you got some podcasts and some things going on. To conclude, now you see the possibilities. Your income is as high as it's ever been before. You're having a terrific week so far that's going to continue to carry into the remainder of the month. Where are you at now, like mentally? Like let's say like a year or so ago, your goal was simply to just quit the job by flipping products. Now you see a lot more. Now you see the potential of high income commissions and subscription models and just so much that's out there. So what is over the next year? What's kind of like your targets?
Man, I mean, the target for real is to help more people, and obviously through social media, how you're doing right now, but help more people, help people with their side hustle is the main thing. Because from talking to people, man, JT, I'm sure you can relate to this being a young father. an extra 1,000, $2,000 a month can change a life. Go on vacation, spend time with the kids. So not only focus on helping everybody make an extra 1,000, $2,000, whether it be through reselling, your own personal business, or your side hustle, whatever works for you, that's the mission. Outside of that, you know, real estate, gotta hop into the first investment property. Talked to my realtor today, Jones. So definitely getting my first investment property within the next 6 months is, shit, fuck that. 90 days is definitely gonna be the move. And outside of that, bro, just keep growing the podcast. Keep pumping social media hard and just trying to help as many people as I possibly can.
1,000%, bro. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Where can people learn more about your ebook, your podcast, your YouTube videos? If you want to even maybe type it in down there as you're explaining it. But I just want people to really connect with you, and everyone that's been on here, man. I appreciate you. I know it cut off, so we had quite a few people, and then it cut off. But everyone, go follow Mike. Go support him. He has great information. He has a good heart. He's not charging for any of this information. He's literally just wanting to serve. The same way with me, you know, I just want to serve and give back. Mike just wants to serve and give back. So everyone go give him a follow and just, you know, get people hip to kind of the book, you know, what it talks about, and YouTube and all that good stuff. Just what you got going on.
Absolutely, brother. Yeah, so I dropped the book on my birthday, 7 Steps to Starting Your Side Hustle. An easy 7-step guide to help any person start their side hustle and make an extra $1,000 to $2,000 per month. And it gives you every mistake that I made along the way. Like how I said, Warren Buffett said it best: humans only learn from mistakes, but they don't have to be your mistakes. In the book, I detail everything that I did wrong before and after I quit my job, so you don't have to make those mistakes. It's a free book, free game for you. You can download it from the link in my bio. All free for you guys. I have a podcast called High Level Balance, talking about lifestyle, you know, having great relationships, wealth, health, the whole nine. And at the end of the day, man, make sure you follow on IG, but more importantly, support this guy up top, JT out here, man. I'm super proud of my brother for taking action. This live was super last minute, but I like how JT just said, F it, let's do it. He got the VA to create the flyer on the spot, and I love how he just took massive action to make this whole thing for you guys. And definitely give him a follow and make sure you join his group, you know, part of those young fathers, because he's going to help you make a lot of money, but only if you're ready to change.
My man. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you, man. You like a brother to me. You already know. Anything I could do for you, man, continue to let me know. And I can't wait to get back out there in Vegas, dog. Give me what's today?
Monday.
What's the 6th? Today's Monday.
15th.
15th?
Yes, sir.
Of June? 15th. My birthday's on the 7th.
Is it?
Maybe me and my shorty can come out there in July. Yep.
July 7th? Okay. Write that down. Let's get it.
That's on a Tuesday, I think. We'll figure it out, though, bro. But, yeah, I'm definitely, me and Shorty come up there and kick it with you and, you know, your circle. And, you know, we can definitely make some things happen, man. Of course, get to some money, shoot some content.
Let's go, bro. Let's go, man. Maybe we'll host a free meetup. Who knows?
Yeah. Would y'all want us to have a free meetup? Well, it's not that many people here no more. But, yeah, we'll definitely do a meetup for sure.
Let's do it.
Where was that place that you was at today? And the story, that shit was dope as hell.
Where? At the beach or at the office?
It was like it was like tents and water.
Oh yeah, bro. That joint called Laughlin. So it's in Nevada, probably like 2 hours away. Me and Lisa went, and it's cool little family vibe. We went jet skiing. If anyone's ever been jet skiing, it's like a life or death experience. But I want to take you and your girl out there, bro. We definitely have to go jet skiing. It's worth every single penny, man, just for the experience. Going freaking 80 miles an hour on the freaking ocean is intense.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's one thing I haven't done yet. I haven't jet skied ever, so I got to do that crap.
We'll run it back. Lisa, if you're watching, we're definitely going jet skiing with JT and his lady for sure. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to it, bro. Looking forward to it, man.
All right, my God. Well, hey, everyone, I appreciate you guys getting on here. Hey, if you enjoyed all the hacks that Mike gave tonight, just drop a 100. Drop a 100 in here. If y'all enjoyed the value tonight, Mike is a pro now.
Got that jet ski, bro. I'm an expert.
Flying through there like DJ Khaled.
I should have, man. Lisa was supposed to do some recordings, but she was afraid the phone would fly out her hand, so she was kind of being a little weak about that.
Yeah, summertime, man. Y'all got to get the underwater thing now. The underwater chase.
We need to. We need to be sleeping on it. But we'll get it, bro. Do I just like record? Can I? How do I get this content? Like once you post it on your live, can I like screenshot it? Or, like, is it going to go on your live after this or your story after this?
I'm gonna post it straight to my live. There's some apps I think you can download it, but I'm gonna have my man edit it, chop it up like dope, and then I'll send it to you, the chopped up version.
I appreciate it, bro. I can't wait to look at this, man. It's gonna be great.
Got you. Text me anything you want me to put on there, like, and I'll send my last one I did with Matt, but he did it dope where he had like, you know, our names and he had the text going through the bottom, like text this number for this information or fly here for this. So whatever info you want on there, just let me know and I could put it up on your part. So it's like download his free ebook or anything you need.
Yes, sir, bro. I appreciate it, man. Let's get after it. Let's go.
Problem, dog. All right, my brother. I'm going to holler at you. It's 11. So I'll probably holler at you tomorrow, man.
Coolio, bro. All right, just holler at you, man. Everyone, deuces. Good night. Make sure you follow my boy JT, man. Hop in that group, bro. If you want to make $10K per month, the time is now. Let's go.
Get it. Let's get it.
All right, bro. That's all to you, man.
All right, man. Yep. So that's my man Mike. I wanted to definitely have my guy on because he's a prime example of what happens when you execute. You know, you don't make no excuses. You know, you can either find a way or find an excuse, and it's simple as that. You know, you got to execute on information. You got to have a positive outlook. You got to have an end result, and you got to have the right information. And when all those things align, nothing can stop you. You know, and you could get to your potential, and you can hit your goals. You can hit your target easily, fluently, effortlessly. But it all starts here. It all starts there. You got to get rid of stinking thinking. You got to get rid of that poopy pants mentality. You got to just walk out on faith. You got to commit. You got to take action, even if it's uncomfortable, even if you don't know what the hell's the next step. You know, I can't tell you how many times, man, that I've freaking kind of like when Mike was talking about, you know, we just literally just dipped out to Rio within a 2-day span. I can't tell you how many times, bro, I've literally got on a flight, put up all my money, maybe had after the flight to hotel, maybe had less than $100 in my pocket, flying 4, 5, 6 hours to an event that I don't even know for sure if I got a seat at. I don't even know for sure if I got a room, but I do know all I got to do is commit first and figure it out later. So always ask yourself, what's the first step? What's the first step? Don't try to overcomplicate it. If your goal is to make $10,000 a month, don't be like, okay, let's make $10,000 a month. It's like, okay, what's the first step to get to $10,000 a month? Well, I got to figure out how I'm going to get to $1,000 a month. What can I do to make an extra $1,000, right? What's the game plan? Break it down into puzzle pieces, you know, and that's how it starts. So always ask yourself, what's the first step? I had this young bull. It was one of my girl's family members, and his goal, one of his goals was to be a broker in New York, I believe what it was. He wanted to be a real estate broker. So I was like, that's what's up. I was like, so what's the first step? And he said, and by the way, again, we live in Allentown, PA, so it's only like an hour from New York. And I'm like, yo, what's the first step? He says, well, I got to get my broker's license. I got to get licensed and go to school. I'm like, okay, cool. But even before that, what's the first step? Like, well, I have to apply here and go to this. And I'm like, no, bro. What's the first step? You say you want to be a broker in New York. What's the first step? Well, I don't know. So I'm like, bro, what's the first step? You want to be a broker in New York? Go to New York. That's the first step. If you want to be a broker in Manhattan, go to Manhattan. Get up, gas up your car, go down there. Just Google the top 10 to 15 brokerage firms down there. Drive down there in your Sunday's best. Put on your suit, shine up your Tom Fords, and go to Manhattan. Park your whip, and go get in the environment. Just walk around, breathe the air, see how the people move, listen to the conversations, see where the people communicate at the cafes. Walk in the broker's office, introduce yourself, right? What's the first step? People overcomplicate it. So I don't even really remember what I was getting at, or how I even started talking about that. But ultimately, just take the first step and figure out the rest later. Like, don't overcomplicate it. People always think about the end result, and they fuck around and get overwhelmed, and then it's analysis paralysis. Then they talk themselves out of why where they at is where they supposed to be, and then they get comfortable and they don't do shit. Take the first step. Baby steps lead to big movements. What's up, Jason? Yo, go back and watch the replay, my brother. I appreciate you getting on and checking me out. Hope you're well, my guy. I'm about to slide off here, though, so you can watch the replay, my man. But I appreciate you. I hope you're doing well. I hope your family's doing well. IG, Facebook has been real. I'm about to get off of here. You know the vibes. Grind now, stun later. If anybody's interested, I have these custom made, the money on my cell phone. These are my official high ticket closer hats. If you're in sales, if you're talking on the phone, if you're making money on your phone, comment if you want some of these hats, and I might do a custom order for a special select few people. But other than that, any way I can add value to anybody, let me know. I love all you guys. I appreciate your guys' time. I'm here to serve. I'm here to help. Let me know what y'all need, and I'm going to take care of y'all like y'all my family. So that's that, man. You know the vibes. Grind out, stun later, man.